when you don't have enough windows to put at your place, what do? You find the front side of a bus. Good morning once again from Cyprus, day 2, well, officially day 3, but the second full day here in Cyprus. Just woke up, making some coffee right now, and most likely today I'm gonna go over straight to Nicosia, however you may want to call it, but yeah, I'm gonna have some breakfast, and yeah, this is the view that I did not show you guys last night very well because it was pitch dark. But yeah, check out the whole city right there. Looks pretty good. And welcome to Nicosia. Just made it at the bus station, central bus station, I believe, and this is the first view that you get of Nicosia. A little playground, and you know, some older architecture as well on one side and some newer one on the right side. But yeah, right now I gotta head to the hotel, which is a 20-minute walk from here, I believe. I had another station that I could got off at, but you know, wanted to see exactly where the central bus station is and make sure, you know, because I need to come back here again in order to head to other places. So just walking towards my hotel, guys, and this is pretty much how the situation is. You know, there's very few cars, very few people out, but yeah, it's I don't know, it's a Sunday as well, so I'm not sure exactly. And after a couple of hours, after going back to the hotel, finally made it to downtown Nicosia, heading right now towards you know, the old town. This is the main road leading towards the Ledra point, where pretty much the north is divided by the south. But again, I cannot cross over, cannot do anything, see anything on that side, just because, you know, everything is closed. You know, you're not allowed, traffic is completely closed. Can't go from the north to the south, and you can't go from the south to the north unless you live there. So right now, just kind of exploring this you know, historical area. There's a lot of museums from what I've seen. You know, I had to walk this way again because the buses were not running, so I waited for 30 minutes in the station. Yeah, so kind of wasted around, you know, 2.5 hours. I had to wait 30 minutes for the bus and 2 hours for my host to come and unlock the apartment. But either way, let's go and explore and see what can we do. And guys, as I mentioned in the previous episode, if you have seen it from Larnaca, you know, Cyprus is divided in the Turkish north and the Greek south, and it has a whole bunch of other you know, British territory, controlled territory. But yeah, right now I'm very close here. Most likely they will not allow us to go by, but it's been this way ever since 1974, I believe. So yeah, I believe this is the entrance point right here. There's a little monument as well, but as you can see, everything is on lockdown. You can actually hear right now the chanting at the mosque. Yep, pretty deserted. Looks like everything is closed here as well. You can see a Greek flag right there. So you can tell how the streets are, you know, everything is blocked. You know, there's only certain points that you can go at, and as you saw previously there where the monument was, that's where the location is. One of the main strategic, I'll put it that way, locations of passing between the north and the south within the historical district of Nicosia. And also it's important to mention that Nicosia is the only capital that is still divided, you know, officially, technically, on paper and everything, it's part of you know, just the Republic of Cyprus, but de facto, you know, exactly what's happening, it's divided between the north and the south. And there are a lot of the monuments in the north, you know, are really some of the really nice historical ones that I wanted to see, but I guess I'll leave it for next time. Some really beautiful architecture though here in the historical part of Nicosia, although they still allow traffic. Most of the streets are one way just because they're so narrow, but yeah, you get some new architecture, you get some colonial architecture and so on. Just more views of the historical downtown. Super nice buildings, no doubt here. You know, I feel like even though there's still quite a bit of room of you know, for restoration, it does a little bit better than the historical part of Larnaca. We have seen in Larnaca, and if you haven't in the previous episode, just head over. You know, some of the, you know, degradation that happened in the old neighborhoods there. So there's a church here. Let's see if they'll let us inside, you know. And again, a little bit more people out here in Nicosia. Just made it to the church. There's no one here. Wow, there's 2 people. So yeah, that was a quick and dirty view of the church. Some graffiti here, you know, again, it's a pubs. But yeah, it looks like this church is getting restored. Here it looks like they have, you know, like a little book, you know, a library, free to take, and then you put it back or you put it in a different lock box. I have seen those in quite a few places, and actually they're really nice. You know, it's a really good way of you know, sharing knowledge, and a lot of people actually put personal books there as well. I believe this one was just for religious purposes, but either way, it's still a great idea, a great concept. So if you want to kind of put something into your city, you can, you know, start something with a little box in your own neighborhood and then go from there. Just noticed that they have a windmill here. Not sure exactly if it's actually practical, if it's actually used as a wind generator, but either way, it caught my eye. It's kind of weird seeing the church, big tower, and then half the size windmill. Although I was saying there are quite a few more people here in Nicosia, you know, hanging around, that is socializing outside. You know, it seems to be just on the main street there where all the cafes are, because everything else here seems to be quite deserted. Here's a really cool view between the narrow streets of the tower of the church. It looks pretty cool. Okay, so you can actually catch a glimpse of the Selimiye Kami, the new mosque right here, which was a cathedral at one point. So although it's locked down, at least we got to see a glimpse at it. Not sure exactly. I'm trying to see if we can get some panorama points from one of these buildings or from somewhere, from something, I don't know, because that would be really nice as well, to get a really nice view. Some interesting graffitis right here, but yeah, not sure exactly if that's possible or not. I'm gonna kind of walk around. That's the bad part. I pretty much wasted my time waiting for my host until 2 o'clock, 1:50 or so, until I actually got in, left my luggage and all that. You know, I wasted 2 hours where I could have just ran around and found these spots right now. But yeah, I do have tomorrow as well, so you know, maybe I will Google a little bit. But there's a really big echo here. I mean, they're so deserted, and yeah, So check this part out. When you don't have enough windows to put at your place, what do? You find the front side of a bus, what it looks like it, and you just lock it in. Pretty hilarious. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that as of today, March 15th, no flights within the country of Cyprus are allowed. So yeah, just fingers crossed that my flight to Belgrade on Thursday will operate. So far, the one tomorrow has been canceled. So really not sure exactly. But yeah, don't want to get stuck in Cyprus for who knows how many weeks. So I typically don't go into much history on these vlogs. I'm not gonna make it a historical video and so on, but Cyprus does have an interesting history all the way back in the day, with the Greek legends, with the Greek mythology as well. Mount Olympus is located here on the island. There's a whole bunch of stories, throughout time. The Venetians were here, the Ottomans were here, so many. It's been a British territory, has a Turkish side on the north, the Greek side on the south. So throughout the millennia, quite a few things have happened on this island in the Mediterranean. So yeah, definitely check it out, check a little bit out. There are quite a few stories, and some of them are really interesting. And by the way, if you're wondering how the northern Cyprus flag looks like, right there on the house. The one on the left is the Turkish one, the one on the right is the northern Cyprus, and right here we have Cyprus's actual flag on the right, and then the Greek flag on the left right here. So yeah, here's a 1, 2, in case you missed it. And although the conditions are very far off from what the Eastern Berlin and Western Berlin was like, this situation kind of gives you a little glimpse in in the after the 40s until the late 80s, right? 89, November something, I don't remember exactly, but November 9th, I believe, 89. But yeah, it kind of gives you a little glimpse into what people went through there back in the day. I actually went to Berlin, and a vlog from Berlin will pop up. I did go in January, late January. It was freezing cold, but yeah, I'm gonna post these. I got a few more other ones, and then Berlin. But yeah, just a quick little connection there between the two. And more sites here in the southern part of Nicosia. Have a little mosque right here between the buildings. Most likely closed as well. Some colorful houses. So on this part of town right here, it definitely gives you the impression that you are in Greece. No doubt, with how well the houses are kept, the way they're painted in these pastel colors. It's a little bit windy here between these narrow streets, but trying to see. Oh, I thought that you can see the minaret, but it looks like that tree right there, it's covering it up all the way. So but either way, I'm just gonna walk around a little bit here and kind of explore the neighborhood. There are a couple of things that I do want to see, but again, oh man, check this out. Pretty beautiful house. Some of the main spots that I wanted to see were in the northern part, so yeah, most likely that will not happen. Beautiful, check it out. And one thing that I gotta point out about Cyprus is that most of the people here speak really well English. So far, everyone, and I mean everyone I spoke with, besides the guy in the ice cream van that asked him about the bus, everyone spoke really well English. But that guy, when I said bus, he understood, right? So he just gave me a thumbs down and something like that. But either way, yeah, besides that, everyone. So it's really convenient, from the bus drivers, the people at the restaurants, supermarkets, hotels, and so on. This alleyway looks really nice as well. Again, quite a bit of restoration needed, but the potential is there, like a lot of places we have seen, and you guys cannot smell it right now, but there's a powerful Saw a view here that will look really nice in a video, in a photo. Yeah, but it smells like kebabs everywhere. And yes, spring is in the air, even though it's a little bit sinister on the streets nowadays. Spring has arrived. And the gate, the brick gate that you see right here in front of me, is called the Famagusta gate, and it's a Venetian built gate all the way back in the day. So it's one of the historical points. You know, it has some walls as well here, but I think right now it's used as a cultural center, educational center, or something like that. But yeah, it's you know, it's one of those main points in the city that you know, you're at one point or the other, you're gonna pass by it. Here's a glimpse of the walls as well. It looks like it was transformed to a mini park, or people are using it as a park, but it does have benches. So yeah, and all the way at the end is the Famagusta gate. So, and this is the Byzantine Museum here that caught my eye. There's quite a few museums here in Nicosia, but everything is closed, guys. So yeah, just enjoying it from outside, actually, from outside, literally, but pretty nice. Another beautiful street corner with some really nice shutters, and just overlooking the mosque right there, surrounded by the palm trees. Yeah, beautiful area, no doubt. So another interesting thing about Nicosia, although it's the biggest city, it's a capital of a country, you know, its airport does not allow flights. It's controlled under I think the United Nations troops. So yeah, you gotta get the special permission in order to visit it. You know, I know some people that have went there and they have visited, but yeah, overall, check out these buildings right here. It looks like they have a whole bunch of stuff in front of the doors there. So I forgot to show you guys, right near the bus station there's this open plaza, what it looks like, but it's actually a huge bridge. Check this out. Yeah, you have a monument right here. I think this is like on Google Maps it shows the city municipality building, so I'm not sure exactly, but it has, you know, what it seems like parts of a wall, or just restored that way, and then, you know, quite a few other contemporary buildings around here. But yeah, this bridge is actually quite interesting. It makes it look like you know, a central square, and somewhere there is the bus station and more interesting buildings. So guys, it's already evening and I did not have any decent, you know, large size meal today, besides the little amount of yogurt and some oats with a banana and a couple of peanuts. And that was pretty much it, all I had today. Oh, and 3 oranges. Yes, I did have 3 oranges once I got at my hotel. This is the neighborhood around my hotel, you know, residential, like 20 minutes or so by foot to the city center, to the downtown. But yeah, I'm gonna go and find something to eat. Okay guys, so for the appetizing part of the video, the eating part, so I decided to go with a mixed chicken kebab with Chef Talia, what it looks like. It's quite decent size, $7.50, gives you some veggies. I'm actually just sitting outside right here, so it's a little bit loud when cars come by. But yeah, this is mostly a takeout place, and I just saw it and I said, man, I definitely have to go and try, just because it smells so good. So yeah, let's see, 2 chicken kebabs right there somewhere. Yeah, there's a decent amount of meat, no doubt, a little bit burned, just how I like it. So yeah, let's dig in. And always squeezing lemon on top of it. Gives it a different flavor, no doubt. So guys, after I ate, I committed a little sin, but I deserve it. It's been 47 days since I had my last. It's been 47 days since I had my last sweet, so I went and got some baklava, guys. I really enjoy. I got 3 different ones. I think that one has almond in the middle, pistachio on top right there, and hazelnut with chocolate at the bottom. So yeah, decided to end this episode. Went by that bakery. You know, they had a whole bunch of options, a whole bunch of baklavas, but I said 3 pieces should be enough. You know, for the amount of walking that I did today. I put around 19 kilometers. Yesterday I did a little bit above 20. So yeah, I think I deserve a little bit of a sweet. You know, it's been again almost 50 days since I had my last sweet. So yeah. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna put an end to this episode from Nicosia here in Cyprus. Tomorrow I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Kind of hate that light right there, how it does the little you know, little shake. But yeah, tomorrow I have no idea exactly what I'm gonna do. Paphos, maybe Paphos. I'm thinking that's in the plan right now because there's quite a few options leaving Nicosia and going to Paphos, and I got, I believe, the last bus coming back at 7:45, so I got plenty of time. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do there because again, I wasn't sure exactly. I was gonna go up north. I was gonna go from Augusta. I was gonna go and do multiple things that you know, kind of, you know, had to reroute most of my things. But either way, we're gonna see tomorrow exactly if that's the case or not. Thank you for tuning in. If you have made it so far, definitely give it a subscribe. It always helps. Like, share it with your parents, family, grandparents, friends, whoever. Gratitude should be the only attitude. You see that? Did you hear that? Gratitude should definitely be the only attitude. Peace, and I'll see you next time.